Historic Formula Ford at Cadwell Park. It's Sunday, it's the heat for round 6 of the historic Formula Ford Championship. This time it's a race to see who will be the first reserve for the championship race later on. It's Oliver Smith that will go off pole in the main one. Alongside him we Harvey Sight. Then we have Nick Pancisi, Dick Dixon, Gary McVeigh. We've got 5 different constructors of Formula Ford in the top 5 places. Then Wales, Arnold, Hamilton, Arnold, Meek and Slack make up the 11 cars that will go in this race. It's Oliver Smith, who should have been in the championship race yesterday, but car issues meant he wasn't able to do so. So therefore gets a chance to go off pole in this heat. There's Harvey Sykes, who will start alongside him. Sykes in the Crosley, who mentioned earlier Smith in a Macon. Then the Eldon of Nick Pancisi and the Lotus of Championship regular Dick Dixon. Gary McVeigh and Michael Wales will go off row 3, both in Merlins. Then Roger Arnold next up. The red lights are on, the revs have rised, and the lights go out. The race is underway. It's a good start from row 2 of Dick Dixon. And we can ride on board with Oliver Smith, who sees Dixon go down the inside to take the lead. Away from Harvey Sykes, a 4th to 1st for Dixon, the poleman. Smith follows him through into 2nd. But it is Dick Dixon then that leads as we head out onto Park Straight. Smith sitting in the slipstream of Dick Dixon in the Lotus. So Macon looking down the inside. His front wheel's trying to level with Dixon's rear wheel, so he's coming further up alongside. He's fully alongside. He is through. Oliver Smith leads the race. John Slack, who didn't have such a good start, flies around the outside of Peter Hamilton into Park Corner. He was in retirement yesterday with Slack with a clutch issue. He did start on pole for yesterday's heat though. Rachel Arnold waves Slack through into the gooseneck. Slack on a charge. Let's see how far he can get up the order here. Out of Mansfield down towards the mountain. It's free for the lead. Nick Pancisi is up to 3rd place. So Harvey Sykes has dropped down the order here. Then we've got Gary McVeigh, and then we've got Michael Wales just ahead of Alex Meek. Meek was another retirement who was battling towards the front yesterday, so what can he do? They flow their way through Hall Bend, and Alex Meek there was attacking down into the hairpin. But out of barn, it is Ollie Smith that leads. 2nd is Dixon. 3rd is Pancisi. We've got Sykes, McVeigh, and Meek ahead of Mike Wales. He made that work then into the hairpin. Through Chris Kerr for Dick Dixon. He's trying to close back in Ollie Smith when Dixon made that great start going from 4th to 1st into turn 1. But Ollie Smith was through by Park Corner. Down into Mansfield for Dixon. And we've got a slowing car. That's Alex Meek. John Slack passes him. Making trouble. Smith leads. Pancisi is challenging Dixon through Hall Bend. That's a good battle for 2nd. Developing then Sykes, McVeigh and Wales are together. 4th, 5th and 6th. Another good battle. What can Nick Pancisi then do about Dick Dixon? They head up across the line, heading down towards Coppice Corner. And the battle for 5th. Wales ahead of Gary McVeigh now. Dick Dixon, he's 2nd. He's waving by Nick Pancisi, letting him know which side of the track to go on. Gives him a thumbs up. He's still challenging though into Park Corner, but the inside line, the Eldon goes past the Lotus. Down towards the gooseneck. And a lot of curve there being used by Pancisi. He carries good speed through there. Down towards Mansfield, the left-hander. There's Smith, he's your leader. Second is Pansisi, third is Dixon. Passing the good crowd we've got here this weekend at Cadwell Park, and the stricken car of Alex Meek, who is out of the race. Fourth is Sykes, who's been caught by Wales and Gary McVeigh. Down towards Hall Bends. And behind, Roger Arnold is coming under pressure from John Slack through the Hall Bends. And onto the brakes, into the hairpin. Clipping the curves. There was Slack. And on to the start and finish straight in this battle of the 7th. Slack looking to the outside. No room given there by Roger Arnold, so Slack looks to the inside. Can't find a way through there either. Into Mansfield for Dick Dixon, his third. Nick Pansisi starting to pull away from him now. He'll be perhaps trying to see if he can catch Oliver Smith. It's Macon, Eldon, Lotus in the top 3. Fourth is Wales now. He's passed Harvey Sykes. So Sykes, he went off the front row. Not going as well as perhaps he hoped. There's Arnold, ahead of Slack.
A bit long here. Again, it's a 20-minute race, so it's not time left.
Turn their way onto Hall Bends. Cross the line, there's the battle for second. Pansisi and Dixon. Slack is slipstreaming Arnold here. He looks to the inside up into Coppice corner. He's got alongside him, but Arnold stays ahead. He's still in 7th. Down towards Charlie's. Out of Charlie's, down the park straight now. Slack looking to get a toe. Off of Roger Arnold. Arnold's got good straight line speed there though. Onto the brakes. But Arnold runs out wide too. 4 wheels over the grass, and Slack goes down the inside. He's ahead. Through the trees we see Pansisi still ahead of Dixon, second and third. Richard Mitchell cheering on his man Oliver Smith. We've got now 5 cars in the battle for 4th place. John Slack had dragged along Roger Arnold to make this battle, which is being led by Mike Wales.
On ahead of that.
With Gary McVeigh, then Harvey Sykes, Slack and Arnold behind. Into the hairpin. Slack using all the road and more so. Out the corner, a mistake there from Gary McVeigh. He runs very wide through Barn corner. He's holding on. They're heading down towards Coppice. Slack's looking to the inside of 49 sights, but no, can't go through there. Down a gear into Charlie's. Great crowd here on the banks. They pass them. It's side by side almost ahead as Wales and McVeigh having a good battle, and John Slack is going past Harvey Sykes for 6th. He grabs that place. And a spin. That's Nick Pansisi that has got off. But he will rejoin. Is he still second ahead of Dick Dixon though?
Now, Nick Pansisi,
well, there he is. And he is indeed still ahead of Dick Dixon. So a spin not costing Nick Pansisi any positions.
Oliver Smith, so you can take it. Oliver Smith's going to win.
4th is Wales, McVeigh, Slack, Sykes and Arnold. We peer through the trees at Barn corner to see what order they appear in. It's still Mike Wales. But John Slack's got a good run here. He goes right to try and pass 76 Gary McVeigh. He's right up against the right line. He's slack. He goes right round the outside to grab 5th place. Great move there. Now into Charlie's 2. Lots of speed carried through here from John Slack. Wales trying to defend. He's positioned his car right in the middle of the track, where there's hardly a Formula 4 car width on either side. Now he goes back to the racing line. Through Park Corner they turn. There's Oliver Smith. 2015 champion Richard Mitchell on the pit wall. Into Charlie's for John Slack. He's much quicker through this part of the track than Mike Wales is. He gets a good run off the corner. Is he going to find a Formula 4 car width? It's very close here. Yes, he's on the inside of Wales now is Slack. He's later on the brakes. They're level, they turn into Park Corner. Slack on the inside line though goes through. He's into 4th now. From the back of the grid. Oliver Smith is the leader. Second, Pansisi. Third is Dixon.
Back on.
There's Rachel Arnold.
That's first.
And then race leader Oliver Smith. And a delighted Richard Mitchell waves Oliver Smith through, who wins the heat here at Cadwell Park to be the first reserve for the championship race later on. Second is Nick Pansisi. His team they're pleased with second for him, and third for Dick Dixon. 4th is Slack. 5th Wales, he just holds on ahead of Gary McVeigh. Let's have a look at that result then. It was a 12 lap and Oliver Smith beat Nick Pansisi by 19 seconds. Dick Dixon was third. John Slack in 4th spot. Mike Wales, he came 5th ahead of Gary McVeigh. 7th with Harvey Sykes. The 2 Arnolds rounding off the results. Roger ahead of daughter Rachel in that pair of Merlin Mark 20s. Oliver Smith out of the car then. Him and Nick Pansisi congratulating each other. They came first and second here at Cadwell Park.
Right, so trophy for you, Oliver, from Chris Druitt.
Oliver Smith receiving his race winning award.
Right. Yes. Well, but it must be like. Do you know whether you're going to be able to get into the final?
I think it depends on whether or not. I think we're probably first reserve now for the next race.
Yeah, it should be at least first reserve, so whether there's a gap depends. Right, well done. It was. It looked, as Chris had just said, a fairly straightforward performance.
I'm glad to tease you.
Well done. Yeah, it's a nice turned out car as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've done a fair bit of work to it over winter, and we had some Massey Ferguson grey left around, kick him out of the garage, which is why it's got that colour on it now.
Oh, attractive. Yes. Right. Well done, Ollie. Congratulations. Big Pansisi in second place. You got a trophy to receive.
Thank you very much indeed.
And as I heard you just saying to Ollie, you had a spin, didn't you, at the mountain?
Yeah, I dropped it at the mountain, unfortunately, but no damage to my loaned car, which is fantastic.
That's a relief. In fact, lap, you've just done the absolute best first sector at that stage of the race.
Oh, okay, but you've got to finish the whole lap.
Well, you finished the whole lap, but it was a long way back by then.
Absolutely.
Well done, Nick, anyway, on the second place. And our fireman, Dick Dixon, in third place. A stalwart of the series, if ever there was one. He doesn't often get trophies, but you got one here, Dick. Well done.
First time in 25 years.
Really, the first ever time?
Yeah.
Well, that's the same time. So, bit different. You've retired from driving fire engines now, haven't you?
A few years ago, yes. That was great fun. Just as good fun as Formula 4 racing, really.
How about a fire engine race?
Not a bad idea. A bit like the Top Gear camper van race.
Sort of thing, yes. And I'm sure you'd volunteer your services, but yes. So this is the first time, because you've been such a feature of these races for a long 25 years.
Yes, always at the back.
Well, It's not fair. Anyway, well done, Dick. Congratulations and treasure it.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Dick Dixon then in third place in the Lotus 61. I don't think he'll get through into the final.